Perfect. Well, I'm Tessa Smith with Mama's Geeky. Thanks so much, Amy, for taking the time.
Of course, thank you.
I want to know, how hard was it for you to really find that balance between like the satire that's happening? There's a little bit of body horror, and then of course the actual like emotional core of the film.
Yeah. It was definitely something I was always very aware of and knew it would be kind of a pretty, difficult thing to balance. So, as I was writing it, I was very conscious, like if I had a comedic sequence, like to not just immediately after that, like do something really drastically different and to kind of
Mhm.
interweave. But a lot of credit goes to my cinematographer and my composer. I think my composer really captured the tone and created a score that ties everything together. And then with my cinematographer, Ed Wu, we really worked on we had a 1 to 10 kind of like eh, I guess, rule of, what did each scene warrant. One being like very, very grounded, and 10 being like very hyper, like sorry to bother you kind of world.
Yeah.
So we kind of, would rate each scene and figure out how do we want to photograph this and make it seem blended.
Yeah, no, I loved this movie. I thought it was the perfect balance of all those things. The twist blew my mind. I obviously no spoilers, but that was crazy.
Yes,
I
that's so
love
great.
I love that you put that in there. But
Yeah.
I do want to talk about Shirley and McKenna because they're both so great and they really feel like the same person, which is,
Yes.
testament to both of them, of course. But what is it like working with them and directing them to both really be the same human at the core of it?
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of rehearsals beforehand, so I made sure to get them together so they could spend time with each other. We did a lot of like body exercises. I had them like imitate each other and also talk a lot about their memories as Joan, so they could talk through like, oh, this was what turning, my 12th birthday party was like, and
Uh-huh.
like, all the dramatic things that happened there. And I had them dancing to Sabrina Carpenter and Billie Eilish, like, just like kind of things that just like made them feel as one. And then finally we talked about, what are the little kind of quirks that they could both imitate.
Mhm.
So for example, like the nose thing, like the hair flips, there were a couple of different things that we came up with. And I think that really contributed to, yeah, them feeling like the same person.
Yeah, no, they're both so good in this. I do want to
Yes.
mention real quick too, there's that, scene. It really reminded me of My Big Fat Greek Wedding because I'm
Yeah.
Greek. So like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm Greek. So when she opens the food and everyone's like I remember in My Big Fat Greek Wedding where they're like, what is that? Oh, it's moussaka. Like,
Mm.
so it's a little bit of like being seen on film. And I know obviously there's so much more in this film about being seen on film, but can you talk about the importance of like just incorporating little things like that from different cultures and
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I think it's gotten definitely better than when I was growing up. And, really the only representation I saw was like Lucy Liu or Jackie Chan.
yeah.
That was kind of so like now at least we have like I worked on a great show for Netflix called The Brother Sun. There's Crazy Rich Asians, there's The Farewell, Minari, all these great films, but I think there's still room for more. And in this particular instance, it's, I was able to give and to put in my personal experiences onto the screen. And that felt really cathartic. And also to your point is just amazing to be able to show like this is what a lot of I think Asian American, Asian Australian kind of teenagers went through.
Yeah, it must have been so vulnerable for you to put that out there for the world to see.
Yeah, yeah. It was scary. It still is scary, but still but cathartic and worth it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, congratulations on everything. Like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. That final shot made me cry for some reason. I was like, why am I crying at the end of this movie?
That's
So beautiful,
great.
beautiful
Thank you
job.
so much, Tessa. I really
Yes,
appreciate it.
of course. Perfect. I'm Tessa Smith with Mama's Geeky. Thank you both so much for taking the time today.
Likewise, likewise. I like your Marvel chair. Is that a secret?
Thank you. Thank you. It's listen, it's amazing. I love a gamer chair, but then I have all these Funkos. I have a problem. That's what I tell people.
I love people who care about what they're passionate about. That's awesome.
Well, thank you. Well, I'm gonna tell you, this movie is wild. Without spoilers, I want to know what your reactions were to reading the twist, I will say. What was your thought for both of you?
Oh, yo. Oh my God.
Yet. I'm curious to see what you have to say, Maitreyi, but I think for me, I mean, I did not see it coming.
Okay.
Really, I didn't. But I loved it. It made the movie for me because it made this character a lot more complicated than you think, and it allows this character to have motive for her actions and the way that she treats other people.
It could also be a him. It could be a him or them.
Them, the character, this character.
Oh no.
Oh, did I make it?
No, I'm glad you went first because I'm like listening to every word I say. Okay, what's my reaction?
Yikes.
Fine. I think it's a great twist that people won't expect. Okay. I think I love a movie that makes me feel dumb. You know? No, I'm so serious. I think if I'm watching a movie and I felt like, oh, I could predict that, I could have written that, I'm like, all right, whatever. Like it still could be good. Still could be good, you know? But because I'm a big like thriller fan, I love when a writer, a director just pulls the rug from under me and makes me not see something coming. And I'm like, and he totally did that right on the page and how she executed it on screen. And those involved, whoever they may be, did a beautiful job portraying it. And I'm proud of them, and that them could be me.
Yeah. Listen.
Actually, well,
everything I said.
No, you were fine. No, that scene, seriously, I was like, what? And then like
it was a shock for sure.
It really does make the movie, like then everything really fully comes around and you're like, whoa, like I get the messaging, like, you know, on paper the messaging, but it's even deeper, especially as that scene then continues on and you're like, what is going on? It's crazy. But in general, what was it that drew you to this film for both of you? Because I love a twisted thriller with a little bit of body horror. That's exactly what we got here.
I mean, it's a bold movie. I think things like those twists, those moments where you think it's going to go one way based off of films we've seen in the past, but it like diverts another way. And because it is also such a, you know, blender of genres together, it's so painfully original. It's a painfully original movie that Amy has brought to life. And, you know, people watching the trailer, like everything that you think it is, it's also just not that. You know?
Right.
And I love that. So, yeah.
Yeah, and same. I mean, this is a story that really matters, and it truly could not be more culturally relevant. And I'm actually really, really, really glad that it came out. I mean, we saw it premiere last year at South by Southwest, and I'm like, well, you know what? Thank goodness it's coming out now, because it could not matter more now. And yeah, I think speaking for both Maitreyi and myself, it was a privilege to be able to film this, and it's a privilege to be a part of a movie that really is so important.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was relevant last year, but somehow it's even more now. It's like, how did this happen in a year? And we're even more relevant.
Yep.
Crazy. I know. Well, thank you both so much for your time. I really appreciate it. This movie, like I said, I love a good twist, and I love when I don't know what's happening, and you're both incredible in this. So
Thank you.
Thanks so much.